series, our first series that
soon to be fucking favorite. Most likely,
Yeah.
at the ending of that motherfucker.
First series that we're going to be getting into right now is The Mandalorian. We're all three here Star Wars fans, I can honestly say. And the first episode just aired today at 9:30 or 6 a.m., right? But you got access to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, it aired today, and we just watched it literally not even 5 minutes ago. And so, yeah, we're going to review the episode. And then, we're going to do that every time an episode comes out until
Trying to learn how to ride a blurg, bro.
There you go.
Those blurgs are
A
gnarly.
vlog.
Yeah.
A slog, man. We got a Snapchat and vlog.
Whoa,
bro.
here we go.
Lee-Ball,
Future.
you know the animals that I'm talking about are the ones that he literally
Blurg.
just learned how to
Yeah.
ride. That's
Yeah,
why
but-
I said blurg.
Like tadpole with legs.
I didn't just say a name, or were you just not listening?
Damn.
I was.
I
wasn't listening.
wasn't making up a name.
All right.
It's literally what they were called.
So,
Oh my!
Okay.
You really wanted this motherfucker to go every
so the Mandalorian.
Hey, thanks for the beer, by the way, Lee-Ball.
Yeah, Lee Ball brought beer. Thank you
Good
so
beer.
much, man. Yeah, good beer. The Mandalorian is written by Lee Ball, Dave.
It's
John.
written by Lee-Ball.
I wrote it.
No,
That's what it
God
sounded
damn it.
like.
What's his last name?
Favreau.
Favreau.
John Favreau.
And Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni is famous for writing the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, the animated series. And John Favreau is
There you go.
Also
buddy.
known as Happy in the Marvel movies.
Yes. Wrote this, which is dope. We got the composer as Ludwig Göransson. I butchered that probably.
Get
but,
me my John Williams, bro.
yeah, there you go. Boom. Also written by Chip Yost and Rick Famuyiwa.
Rick
Butchered that.
Famuyiwa.
Very, very biggest apologies to all you guys that I butchered.
Can
your
you
names.
just give me the thing?
Yeah.
I want to see if I can pronounce it.
Sure. But yeah, so
Which one do you
while
want?
Chris is figuring out that ancient Aztec spelling.
Famuyiwa? Chris Yost?
Find him on
That's
Facebook.
Well, I said Chris Yost.
Famuyiwa.
Famuyiwa.
I don't know. We're
Famuyiwa.
gonna need a fourth party. All right,
I
let me see
can't
that.
stand you. If you come to one that you can't say, just let me know, brother.
Thank you.
I got you.
All right.
Hey, at least I know how to say Favreau.
Yeah. So, first episode aired.
Well, let's fucking get into it right now.
Yeah, let's get into it now that we've paid tribute.
Fucking-
Shout out to Disney Plus real quick too. Just
yeah.
released and wow, lots of stuff. But we'll get into that Sunday. I just want this all to be about Mandalorian, to be honest. So, boom. That's what we watched it on. Everybody was Disney Plus. You can start a free trial right now for 7 days, and it is $7 per month.
And it is the best $7 you'll probably ever spend in your entire life.
I honestly agreed. For right
Was it-
now, it's a really good sub for right now. Anyway, Mandalorian. What's your guys' initial thoughts on the series before we watched it? What did you guys think it was going to be like?
I didn't think it was going to be as good as I thought it was going to be.
Okay, Chris,
I just want a boba.
wanted Boba Fett's story.
Love it.
Fair enough.
I love
okay.
Boba Fett. I love the thought of a bounty hunter in that fucking sci-fi world.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love Boba Fett as well, but we are kind of getting that.
Oh yeah.
But I
we
do
are
wish
because
it
this
had
is
the brand.
This is right. I wish it
Yeah.
was Boba Fett,
Yeah.
not Boba Fett like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You dig? I'm trying to get that origin story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I guess a big Star Wars fan would probably be like, "You do though, you get in the prequels." Well, fuck you. No, I want a better one.
Yeah.
Like, and then they could be like, "Well, then just go to the Clone Wars and he's in there and you can see." No.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I want a movie of it, dude. All right,
I want
like
a movie
big
or
budget movie.
a
yeah.
fucking can't do it now, but an 8-episode long season of it.
They might be able to do it, but I this one is, this one's nice. Starts off, it's kind of a slow burn at first, and then, but man, it really ramps up by the end. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, Tyler had an orgasm at the ending over here.
Yeah. So my initial thoughts before going into the episode as well, thought it was going to be a little bit lackluster, and then kind of looked at the budget and everything of it before we started, and I was like, whew, good Lord, like a lot of money has gone into this. It was $120 to $30 million going into the show. That's a lot of cash, boy, for an 8-episode show.
Let me get that.
Even for a TV show, that's pricey.
Let me get that.
Yeah.
Let me get that money.
What'd you guys think of the opening? Opening starts off. I'll bring you back.
I'm just saying, I'm waiting on him.
Yeah.
Because he went first. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take
that
the
it
rotation.
was good. I just think it could have been a little bit more of a backstory than what it was.
Give me more though on that. Like I want
Like
you to
they
go
could
more in
I
depth.
feel like they could have given a little bit more of a backstory of the Mandalorian about why he became a bounty hunter rather than just going through 5-second flashback.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
when he's. Are we talking spoilers on here?
Yeah.
Major spoilers.
Yeah, like this
All
is
right,
a spoiler
well,
episode. We want you,
now
so before
that
we go
we
any
are-
further,
now that we're
watch the
7
episode.
We want you to watch this.
Now that we're 7 minutes in,
Yeah.
watch the episode before you watch this,
Movie.
and then I want it to be a fucking.
It is a movie. That's
It
why I was
basically
saying, yeah,
was. It was
is.
shot like one.
Yeah, it is.
So we're getting 8
8
half movies.
Yeah, dude.
So 4
Fuck
movies.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. My bad, dude. I mean
It's
to
a
cut you off.
320-minute movie.
Major spoilers for this first episode. So if you,
Major spoilers for everyone.
If-
We're
if you-
reviewing
yeah.
each episode.
we are literally going over the entire
yeah.
thing.
No, yeah.
So
yeah.
you've now had 30 seconds to either pause it or get the fuck
I
out.
want to slap me in the face
Or-
next
or
time you see
continue
me.
listening.
Or just keep,
Yeah.
continue cutting me the fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Fuck. My bad. Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything else to say. So, I mean, initial thoughts on like the beginning and everything. Like Leeball said, you wish he had more of a origin story in the beginning instead of it opening with him as an
Naturally.
adult. And then,
Naturally, yeah. It kind of gave some when he was getting his shoulder plate. They were just snippets of flashbacks of
Yeah.
of his home getting fucking blasted and him having to hide in a hole.
Yeah.
Well, being forced to hide in a hole. He didn't. His parents, I would assume, put him in there. But, dude,
Yeah.
I'm down with it. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's gonna be fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
Especially looking at his like the armor and the outfit.
Oh my god.
Oof.
His armor looks great.
Yeah, and
Like, he looks
and
cool.
it's gonna look even better.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my,
Um.
oh my god.
So the opening sequence, he basically comes to a cantina. There's a bunch of people mucking about, drinking shit. He basically goes up against people and fucks them up. Just one scene that just sticks out in my mind is like a dude was about to run away from him and he grapples them. And then the dude is like, oh no! And he pulls him back in and then blasters the door because the other guy gets out a blaster and is trying to shoot him. So he like ducks and dodges the laser and then just like blasts the door and it
Those
closes on him.
dude. He
That was
shot
awesome.
the fucking spiral closing door. It wasn't like no push pull door.
Yeah.
It literally, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's one of the ones that go like this. Whoop.
Yeah, yeah. Big old butthole.
And the guy got stuck right on in the middle when he fucking when he shot that button, and the whole thing just closed right in on him and sliced him in half. That was fucking dope.
Loved that scene. Did that cantina scene remind you guys of like the old
Like the old
the
bar,
old movies,
like the old
the
bar
old
scenes,
cantina with
yeah,
Han Solo?
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking loved it.
That was cool.
Making me want to go to the actual cantina down at Disney World.
Yeah, it did make me want to go to like Disney World, or made me want to watch
Watching
Star
this
Wars.
did not make me want to go to Disney World because I've been wanting to do that for a while.
Oh well,
Good,
yeah,
we're gonna
yeah,
plan
yeah,
that for
yeah.
It
next
makes
year, then.
yeah, I mean it makes
the
it
Star Wars part.
it makes
of
it
Disney
even
World or
more.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
because I'll just go there and then I'll just go to Universal.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Universal's overrated.
So yeah,
I don't care. There's so much new shit at Universal that I haven't seen. That guess what, buddy? I'm gonna overrate the fuck out of it because I want to see it. I want to do it. I want to live it. I want to be there. I want to. Yeah.
So after Cantina and everything, he goes to.
Well, no. In the cantina, he finds
Oh shit!
The person
my bad.
who is
Go
the
ahead.
fucking basis of the story.
Yeah,
bud.
yeah.
His bounty.
Yeah.
Who either what
Lizard
did he do?
Man.
What did he do? Jump bail or smuggling? Did we ever figure that out?
I think he operated ships or something like that. That's what he said. He was like, ships or something. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, whatever.
He's like lizard face dude.
Well, the guys that he beat up.
I'm melting.
The guys that he beat up were they bounty hunters too, or they were just fucking with him?
I don't know.
Because
he was prisoner. Remember the dude had him, and then remember he was like,
yeah.
He had him prisoner or something.
It's like, well, hey, I have credits.
Yeah,
I don't fucking want your credits.
Right.
Fucking here to take it to get my money, yo.
Yeah.
So I mean, his little blue lizard guy.
Yeah. So bounty hunter gets him. Mandalorian dude gets him.
Takes him to who is that?
That dude's name is Carl. The real guy.
No, I'm talking about in the show.
The character's name.
The character's name.
Like the taxi type guy that warned whoever about Han Solo. Grief Karga.
He is the leader of the bounty hunter guild who hires Mandalorians.
That's not who I was talking about.
Okay.
But keep that in mind.
Sure.
The guy that plays a little flute to get the car.
Oh fuck! Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That
dude's
anteater
just
nose.
like I guess you could hire him to do
taxi driving.
my bad,
person.
Man. Yeah.
So he gets that little vehicle to get to a ship. Mm-hmm. When he gets to the ship,
oh my, yeah, dude.
It's like a big old saber-toothed hippopotamus motherfucker came out and bit the ship, yo.
Wouldn't
let him fly away.
Yeah, and he fucking cattle prods him off.
Yeah, dude. As he gets out of the seat because they're not going anywhere, grabs his little fucking spear thing, and I'm like, that's an oversized fucking cattle prod because he literally electrocutes the living fuck out of this thing.
Yeah, and they end up. It looked like their landing gear got fucked up and everything. And
well, he was hanging on to the land. He was literally biting the leg that it was sitting on.
So him and Lizard Man escape out into space, and we get a little sequence where Lizard Man and the Mandalorian is just straight up silent, just in space. Guy is talking, making some comic relief, which is funny and everything. He ends up asking to go to the bathroom. What's he call it? The back tube.
The back tube.
He's like,
the
back tube.
Is now what the bathroom or the toilet or the washroom.
Yeah.
Or the nose powder room. It's now the back tube. As disgusting as we can make
with an armory.
It is called the back tube.
It's hilarious.
The toilet.
I love it. So he ends up.
It might be a long one.
Yeah, he ends up going down and pressing some buttons because he's like sneaking around. He's like, geez, how am I going to get out of this situation? So he presses a couple buttons. You know, a big compartment opens up and there's like guns and torture tools and all this crazy stuff that comes out. And he's like, oh, geez. And like, you know,
beep,
makes
boop,
it go
beep,
back.
Boop.
Yeah. This was a cool scene to me because he's going back into the ship and it felt kind of like a horror movie, but he's like walking back in the ship, right? And he's thumbing through like fucking clothing. There's carbonite. People frozen in carbonite that are previous bounties, and he's just looking at all the people that this Mandalorian has in his ship.
And he's probably thinking, I'm fucked.
Yeah, and well, the guy...
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, the guy...
He knows he's a bounty hunter. How the fuck else is he going to get him there?
The guy is saying, like, man, I was really hoped to be alive by whatever light day or whatever
New
it was
light
called.
day or something like that?
Something like that. And he's like, I guess that's not going to happen. And then the
Mandalorian's
standing right behind him, dude. And he's like, yeah, I guess not. And just like freezes him or some shit like that.
Dude.
Super cool scene, man.
What was the fucking... What did he say? When you were saying he was like flipping through the... what was it called?
The people frozen in carbonite?
Carbonite.
Mm-hmm.
When he was flipping through that, and you said it looked like somebody flipping through clothes.
Yeah, it did.
It literally looks like me going to Spencer and flipping through the fucking posters.
The posters, yeah, it was like that.
Yeah, dude.
It was really cool though. And before we get into the next scenes, I just want to say, like you said earlier, dude, really good call out earlier, where it's like, dude, this is such a beautifully shot TV show.
Yeah,
like for a TV show,
especially for like that sci-fi.
Yeah,
Planet
dude, the
type
ships
shit.
look old school.
Yeah.
A lot of practical effects being used and stuff like that over CG, which is very much appreciated.
You could definitely tell that there was a small person.
Yeah, in droids.
In that droid.
Yeah, which was really cool. I love when they do that kind of stuff, man. It's
it makes it more genuine
to the old one.
Unless the CGI is perfect.
Yeah, well, and dude, and it always looks. Honestly,
you can't get the CGI more perfect than a person in that droid.
Yeah, and dude, like it looks so good. But yeah. Anyway.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So we get that scene. Then they go.
Then they get to the guy who hands out all the bounties. Wait, who did you think it was?
Grief Karga.
You thought it was
so Grief Karga is played by Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers, yeah.
Carl Weathers played Lando.
Yeah.
In the original Star Wars, which I thought it was Lando. Mm-hmm. And this one, I was like,
Carl
it's
Weathers.
I thought Carl Weathers played Lando.
It's Billy D. Williams,
I'm
bro.
an idiot,
He's in the Star Wars coming out in my birthday, bro.
Either way,
what
they both look
world
really
are you living
similar
on?
In the face. So I thought it was him, and I was like, "It's Lando!" And then, and it wasn't. No. But it's cool because it's Carl Weathers still, and he was in Predator.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway, he's the guy who hires the Mandalorians to get the jobs done.
He gives out the bounty pucks.
Yeah, which is super cool.
You also get a tracker.
Yeah, which was cool
for like last known location.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And yeah, we'll get more into that because
towards
there's a couple of things
they
give him that I do want to talk about where I was like, man, this is cool.
The calamari.
Yeah, that was currency.
It wasn't. It's not squid. It's just the name of it.
Well, no, but that it
looked like white little pucks.
You know the dude in the beginning that's holding the lizard guy who's like the squid face?
Yes.
That's one of the
that's
the other race. Mal calamari is what Admiral Akbar is.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
It's a trap.
Star Wars nerds.
It's a trap.
Yeah, me.
Not as much me, but that fucking dork.
Yeah. So anyway,
loser.
Wow. Now look as a loser. Stop hitting your mic, bitch. Anyway, so we get introduced to this character. He hires the
hands out the bounty information. Takes care of payment.
He manages the money, all that kind of shit. So they basically have an
exchange
where he's like, I need higher bounties. He's like, I don't have them.
Well, yeah, he actually shows him like 6 bounties.
Yeah, and he's like,
he's like, I'll take them all.
Yeah,
and he goes,
like,
whoa, no, dude, like you can't. There's guild
people,
and he's like, what's your highest one? And it was 5,000 credits or dollars or whatever he said. It was like 500 whatever of currency, and he's like, that barely even fills up a ship these days.
Yeah, I don't even cover fuel, but
no.
Yeah.
And then he obviously gets the one where it's he's like, I do have a really high risk one or high whatever one. And he's like, show me the puck. And he's like, well, there is no puck for it. Because you got to have a face-to-face meeting with...
And what's the puck?
The puck shows the bounty.
Right.
The face of
the... hologram thing?
A hologram, yeah.
It's like a little hockey
It's the
puck.
wanted poster, man.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm saying for the audio listeners and shit like that are looking at this, in case they didn't get it. They do kind of reference it a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah. So he showed me the puck, blah blah blah, and then what?
He doesn't have a puck because there isn't one because it is valuable and sensitive information. And well, he kind of says it can be alive or it can be dead.
Right.
Even though the dead is gonna be a lesser value.
Correct.
And then the doctor guy was like, that wasn't in the terms, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Well, he gets to the planet that he's on. He takes the job, obviously. They get to the planet, and he gets his little spear, his little oversized cattle prod.
Yeah.
Has a sniper scope on it, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I mean, whatever.
No,
I thought it was gonna be like a
you're
blaster
probably gonna
type
see that
thing.
gun in the Star Wars game coming out Friday.
I thought it was literally.
I'm not getting that Star Wars game either.
I thought it was
hey,
literally
Max,
gonna.
Your list. Sorry to interrupt. So Max, if you're getting the game, me and Tyler are getting it off your ass.
No, I'm not playing that. I don't have any interest. Anyway, Go
Before
ahead,
I
Chris,
was
sorry.
rudely interrupted Chris Stone over here. Sorry. You may continue.
Oh, now I can talk.
I have spoken.
That was pretty good.
I'm gonna be a beer chucker in a second.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. So we got the spear.
His little
the scope.
fucking cattle prod with the fucking sniper scope on, and he's looking through the land wherever he is.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees these things called blurgs.
Man, do they look like the name
They look like a blurg, dude.
They
It's
look
like
a blurg.
so you chop a T-Rex's head off and just smash it in a car compactor, and replace his head with what would you like a piranha's face, mouth and all.
No, dude, you know what they look like?
What?
What's that? Oh man, it's like we're in the deep dark ocean, dude. Oh, an angler fish, dude, with the little light. You know how their mouths go down, dude?
yeah.
That's what it looked like to me.
It's
with
got
the
like some real
little
fucking
legs.
pointy teeth, but it literally take a fucking T-Rex, put one of their fucking faces on it, and then put it in a car compactor and just.
With no
it's
nose,
not even
yeah.
it's not even 4 or 5 foot tall. It's got sharp ass teeth, and one shows up directly in front of his fucking scope, and fucking he tries to pull a flamethrower out, which I didn't see coming.
Yeah, me either. I was
That's
like, "Damn,
dope."
That was cool.
And the blurg kind of bites his arm.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. When he was looking through the scope and saw them, my first reaction was laughter.
Oh, I think it was supposed to be.
I mean, you
because
did.
it,
I'm pretty sure you did giggle.
Yeah, I giggled too. Cause
Yeah.
it's like you look at that thing and you're like, "The fuck is that
It's like,
thing?" Yeah, and then out of nowhere,
I'm pretty sure that's where they got the name for it. Blurg.
yeah, dude. As soon as that thing, it just shoots up. I was like, "Damn!" Like, I wasn't
Well,
expecting that thing to run at
yeah,
him like that.
It wasn't that one. It was a completely different one. It wasn't the
yeah,
one that was
yeah.
far away, right? So it bit him on the arm. He's fucking latched on for dear fucking life, and he's taking his other hand.
Yo's
and he's-
about to die,
and he's
no lie.
literally about to die. Yeah, he's.
For real.
He then starts to punch this blurg, flurgin, in the fucking eyeball. In the eyeball, he punched it like 3 times, and then out of nowhere, there's like what's it called? An execution, like a electrical dart that is shot into like the ass of this fucking blurg, and it electrocutes the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And he falls over, but his arm's still stuck in the fucking blurg,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And then another one runs up and it's once again electrocuted by who was that? What race is that?
Don't know the race's name. I know that they're in the Clone Wars, though.
Yeah. He literally is. He's like the tamer of the blurgs. So now they have
Blurg boy.
2 big ass blurgs at his little hideout
Dude.
thing on the planet.
Would you guys ride on a blurg if you had the opportunity?
Yeah.
For real?
Absolutely,
You think you would?
mate.
You think it would take you a long time to tame it?
Probably.
Really?
I
Absolutely.
don't know.
All right, that was just something in my head. Real quick.
I don't.
Go
I don't
ahead.
really want to like be like a dude around it because the dudes are killed during sex, is what the guy
Yeah,
also
the dude
said.
blurgs.
Yeah, they're all females because all the males are killed. Probably Eden. Probably had his dick chopped off. That's why they're now all females. You never know.
Yeah, sure.
So they're back at his place. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they're back at his place, and he's trying to. What is the name for when they calm down a horse like that?
It's literally just calming down the horse. I mean,
Okay.
I guess I don't know. That'd be
Sure.
a Matt. That'd be a Matt question.
Okay. Well,
For
yeah.
sure.
Well, they're taming the blurg, and whatever.
It's only him too.
Yeah, and he's like trying to get on it. He can't ride it. He's getting thrown off and everything, and eventually gets frustrated. And he's like, "I don't have fucking time," or doesn't say fuck. He's like, "I don't have time for this." Sorry, guys.
I
And,
wish he said fuck.
yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be dope, dude.
Yeah, that would be cool, but Disney won't allow it.
Pussies.
So the guy that he's with, don't remember that dude's name.
I don't think he had a name.
Yeah, but we'll you know what we'll call him? I have spoken.
I have spoken.
Sure, Levi does that like Batman.
That's what he sounded
So,
like.
I
have
know.
spoken.
Dude, so I have spoken is telling him, "Oh, well, you're a Mandalorian. You need to be able to do this. Your ancestors rode the great beasts back in the day.
Hibbity-hobbity-hoo.
Yeah, my face is a big old prosthetic, and
Oh
it
my
looks
God, dude.
awesome.
It actually looked like a fucking nutcracker mouth. How it was
dude,
moving, bro.
dude,
it was dope.
It was really cool, like how his eyebrows were like go like zzz, 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 and like all that cool. It was cool. I don't know. I loved it. But anyway, he's telling him, he's like, "Come on, bitch, get back on that blurg, boy." And he's like, "Oh man, all right, fine." So he gets back on the blurg, and him, oh no, and do, and bling, achievement unlocked. You've now tamed the blurg.
Here's your
That was a little-
PlayStation trophy.
That was a little cheese ball for me, to be honest with you.
What, when he tamed
He's
the
like,
blurg?
well, your ancestors
I
used to
know,
ride
and
this and this and
he
this, and
gets
then
on-
fucking next try, he's like, oh, let me go touch you in the nose. I'm hopping
so
on the
glad you said
motherfucker, and now I can ride it. It doesn't
Dude.
hate me anymore. It doesn't want to rip my fucking arm off. In what
Dude.
sci-fi fucking world has another monster not tried to eat you after you just tried to fucking kill it?
What blurg pheromones did you spray on your fucking pants to get back on there and ride that thing within
I'll give
15
you a fucking
seconds?
blurred pheromone.
Dude, I'm glad you brought
Blurred
that up.
gloves.
No, like for real though. I
I'm
was
glad
like,
you brought that up
I was-
because I was like, "Yo,
I
he can
looked at
ride the
you.
blurg after one more try."
well,
What?
I looked at you
I
when
What?
that happened. I'm like, this motherfucker really just learned how to ride the blurg
know.
in 2
Why do I
seconds.
feel like you're gonna go change your Call of Duty name to Blurg?
Blurg
that
boy.
would probably be you, bud.
No, I like my name on Call of Duty.
So taming them is called breaking them.
Breaking them. So he was breaking the blurg.
Yeah.
He was breaking that blurg.
Broke
in.
them in there,
Broke
you know what I'm
'em
saying?
in.
Got them
Broke 'em in
warmed
there.
up.
I'm gonna get
Got
some
them all
of the fresh
types
fried
of warmed
blurgs.
up.
Now, Mandalorian, your ancestors rode them there. Ancient beast round there, parts, boy. Now get back on that damn blurg, and you're gonna break that blurg back in. That's what he sounded like, everybody.
much.
Now I have spoken.
That's pretty much wrong, but I like your interpretation more. I wish
You
he had a
can't go on that
I wish he had a damn Western accent from back in that day.
God damn it!
Got my fucking 6-shooter out in the fucking
God damn it!
What the motherfucker do I look like? Fucking out here farming this corn and shit. It's fucking desert. I can't farm nothing out here.
Get
It's
back on that
amazing.
blurg,
All I got are
boy.
these fucking blurgs in my backyard. I don't know what to fucking do with them. I can't eat them because they're gross looking. All I can do is ride them, baby, ride them.
Yeah,
That's all I can do.
blurg melt.
You ever seen PBRs? Professional blurg riding.
Damn near got me killed on professional blurg riding.
God.
All right.
All right,
All right, dude. Well,
Sorry.
fucking Mandalorian.
Moving along.
The Mandalorian was like, I don't want to fucking ride this thing. Do you have
Yeah.
a speeder or another fucking cruiser?
Yeah.
And he's like, the guy's like, well, you can't.
We got a brand new one over here.
Wait, what? Oh no, that was way earlier, Lee Ball. You're lagging behind. We're talking about the blur guy. I have spoken.
I have spoken.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
Jesus Christ, Lee, boy, you're a fucking weirdo, dude.
that's what
That's what the
Alright,
fuck goes
alright.
on with your mind sometimes.
Alright.
So he's like, do you have like a what is it, a cruiser or like a speed
Speeder or
bike
whatever,
or
yeah.
whatever?
Mhm.
He's like, you can only make it there by riding a blurg. So
Yeah.
he had to learn it.
Yep. So
And he learned it one try after he fucking got flung off 16 times.
ball.
A little bit.
All right. So he rides the blurg, right? They this guy leads him on the blurg to the
Camp.
the
Settlement.
the camp place, wherever the little colony that they need
Colony
to
is
go.
what he called it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think.
I don't remember.
It was one of them, but
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I have spoken leads the Mandalorian to the colony where this bounty is, and he
To be
basically
collected.
says, yeah, this is where you'll find, you know,
what you're
where
looking
you
for
need
and what
to
your
go.
bounty is.
Right. He basically gets out a little telescope, which I thought was pretty cool, and I at one point leaned over to Chris and I was like, man, yo, couldn't get a better camera, man. It's like flickering and everything.
yeah,
I was
dude.
like, damn, yo.
It's like,
times
yo,
it's
why'd you
up.
take the scope off your spear?
Right. Yeah, that looked better, bitch. But yeah, so he gets out his scope and he's kind of like assessing the situation. And then this is where he finds, and we get introduced to a character that I I've come to love this character.
Too bad. Too bad he got fucked up.
He's fine.
He's dead.
No, he is. Oh man, I know.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
There's a fucking bounty bot, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking badass,
dude. He was so
shooting behind his
cool.
back, not even looking.
Yeah.
Well, he was looking. Leeball, did you see his head? Had
Yeah,
two different
3
layers
eyes.
How am
on
I
it.
supposed to know the guy had 5 eyes?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be watching.
Six
I was
eyes.
watching the entire time.
6 eyes. It's all right. It's hard to recall sometimes.
So his fucking head rotates. It sees who's like behind him, who's fucking up top, who's fucking down low, and it just rotates. That's why he could be shooting behind his back. That's why he could be doing whatever.
Right.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Dude, you're getting way too fucking far ahead of yourself, bro. Chill out. We'll get
Yeah,
there.
relax.
Do you want to go through this part? Go right ahead. You explain it.
So this bot, every time he
Bounty
feels
bot.
like he's gonna lose the battle, he initiates a self-destruct sequence.
I didn't like tell you to take over to just go directly to that fucking sequence.
He's at the same time, he's taking on about 15 guys.
Okay.
Then another guy brings in a huge like cannon on like some type of mini speeder thing.
It was like a Gatling gun. Gatling blaster.
It's a Gatling blaster.
Get your
right.
Gatling blaster.
And I'll tell you guys, I tell everyone this Gatling blaster fucks things up, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was shooting through
That was
some
crazy.
buildings, dude.
It was taking the
that was
column out,
taking
bro.
the pillar apart.
Yeah.
They're like up and down. Like the
We're kind of trapped here.
and dude, and then this is where we get and hang on, I'll let you do in a minute. Jesus.
Easy piece.
Here's the next thing he's gonna be saying for 5 months. But then we get a
I
funny,
can't wait.
we get a funny little sequence when they're pinned down with each other where it's like raining fucking blasters down. You literally see them. It's a really cool wide of them behind the pillar, and the pillar that they're on is just getting fucking disintegrated
Chipped
by
away.
these blasters. Yeah. And you know, the bounty bot keeps bringing up this thing where his chest opens up and you see a detonator, and he goes,
See no viable.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
right.
He
And
sees no viable way to get out of the
right.
the
And he
situation
says, I
that
cannot
he's in.
be captured.
What does he say? He's like, well, why don't you? The Mandalorian says, cover me. I'm gonna take care of that fucking Gatling blaster. And
Yeah.
he goes, what does he say? He goes, what does he say?
Disengaging self-destruct.
Disengage self-destruct.
No, that's not what
something,
they say.
something like that.
He's
or
like,
whatever.
like permissible, or like he
Oh,
agrees
yeah,
to
yeah,
the terms,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I forget
Yeah.
what he said, but he's like, okay, so
Yeah.
his little fucking self-destruct thing goes
Yeah,
back,
it goes back in.
into his chest, and
And before that, it had happened like 2 or 3 times
Yeah,
where he's
man.
like self-destruct initiated, and Mandalorian's like, no, stop, and he's like, and just like goes back. It's pretty cool. But yeah, go ahead.
I mean, they kill everybody, and then they can't open the one door.
Oh yeah, dude. And
There's
well,
like there's
dude,
like
the
20
one-
more people that
the one
show
sequence
up too.
where the Gatling gun's going down, the robot goes out to the right and like is basically just a decoy. He gets hit like 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
he goes
yeah.
down. Mandalorian fucking runs up to the dude who's fucking
Does
yeah,
literally piloting the little hover blaster.
yeah, destroys that guy.
He takes him with the little grapple thing. Get over here.
Yeah, does the scorpion to him.
And then he shoots him.
Destroys him, yeah, and then gets on the
Hops
fucking
on that motherfucker.
Gatling gun and did what me and Stone did at the ocean this past summer when we played Space Invaders, and it's just and it's spinning around, and he's just destroying everyone and
person.
everything.
Dude, that was fucking
It was
crazy.
amazing. So they kill everybody. Jesus, Richter scale 7.1. But yeah, so they destroy everybody there. That was such a cool sequence. Man.
That was also while he was trying to get that last door unlocked and opened.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't open because it got shot.
Yeah,
So-
and his tracker's
so
going
then-
off, and he's like, he's in there, or whatever,
Yeah.
because they tell him that the bounty is 50 years old.
It is a 50-year-old
Yes, 50-year-old. Sorry.
person, thing,
Yeah.
alien
So,
looking thing.
yeah, so,
They take that Gatling blaster
yeah.
and they shoot. Literally, they just repeatedly shot the fucking corners of the the door, and it finally fell right through.
Yep. And they come across inside.
Get ready to be mind blown, people.
So this is the big reveal for episode 1, and it had
Big reveal.
Had me completely shook.
Tyler was over here having an orgasm when this happened.
Dude, my jaw was dropped ready for that.
Yeah. So they come across the pod, and
I looked like Brian from Family Guy when he saw that shit.
yeah,
His jaw just dropped.
yeah.
That was me.
They come across the pod, and it's obviously clear that there is
The
baby
bounty is
of-
in there.
Yeah.
It is a small.
It's a small.
It's
thing.
literally a small floating pod.
Yeah, and it's pretty obvious that it's like an incubator of some sort.
It's
and
a child or
I think
an egg.
all of us even said out loud, we were like, "Oh shit, that's a baby."
Yeah.
And like, so he walks up
that-
to the pod.
It brought me
Go ahead.
back to where the guy was like, even if it's not alive, we still want it. And I'm like, this motherfucker's really about to
Right.
kill a
Yeah.
baby
Which
out
I'm
here?
like, how fucking powerful?
How?
is
And,
this
and then the Mandalorian even said, he said this is 50 years old.
Yeah, exactly. So they open the pod, and that's when the Mandalorian, they peep in, and they go, this is 50 years old. And they pull down the cover, and it's a fucking baby Yoda.
Dude, I was like,
It's a baby Yoda.
what,
Yoda!
like, what race was he?
I don't actually
I
know
think
that.
Yeah, no idea.
I saw some online that Yoda is actually the name of the species.
Interesting. Well, then
Well,
there you go. It's a baby
It's
Yoda.
literally maybe the size of a fucking 2-month-old. 2-month-old
Right.
baby.
Or a premature baby.
There's
But-
even.
a couple things
Well,
here.
look, it's a baby, right? It's that small,
Right.
but it's 50 years old.
Right. Well, when Yoda dies, he's like, I think
800.
he's
He was like 800.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say
something.
he's
I,
in the
I
upper
know, but when I
hundreds.
saw it, I'm like, wait, how's there a fucking baby that's 50 years old?
Yeah, I know.
Right? Until it showed,
The baby
until
Yoda.
it looked like fucking Yoda
Right.
for a second.
God, I'm so glad I can say that, baby Yoda.
Yoda!
Yeah. So there's a
Force
fucking
is
baby
strong
Yoda
with you.
inside of that pod, and basically, the bounty bot is like, essentially like, let's carry on with the mission, bring it back, and let's go. And he basically is like, no, this is a baby. I'm not gonna do that. And then they
Well, that happens, and the Mandalorian's like, I'm not gonna
kill it.
He's like, I don't think I'm gonna do that. And the bounty bot pulls his fucking blaster up
Yeah.
to kill it. Yeah. And you hear a fucking shot go off, and I'm like, no. And then the fucking bounty bot falls over, and he's
with a
fucking
shot
dead.
in the fucking head.
Fucking D-E-D dead.
And so we get another
And then it
scene.
just fucking blacked.
Right before it blacks, the Mandalorian fucking puts his finger down.
Oh,
to the
yeah,
pod,
dude, it was
and
like-
the Yoda fucking puts his finger back up to him, clearly being like, "This thing is intelligent already."
Yes.
like it knows what just happened.
Motherfucker's 50 years old, and I'm trying to touch that finger too, brother.
Right. So that and then it pans to black, and that is
And
the
that's
fucking
first episode, man.
That's Mandalorian episode 1.
And this shit
So-
got me giddy for episode 9, baby.
This shit got me giddy for episode
Episode
2
two
of this,
next
bitch.
week,
Yeah,
bro.
dude,
The
I
fuck?
can't- I'm like,
Is it coming out this
where's-
Friday?
Friday
Yes.
This Friday.
So we
okay.
need to do another one of these on.
All right,
next
we'll
Friday,
probably do
so
this
is-
either Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Why don't we just do it
yeah.
Friday?
I'm cool with whatever, man.
Because I'm down to do that and then just go fucking play some Vigi games.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
Vigi games.
Yeah. So
Hey, dude, this was fun.
this is what we'll do a couple questions and then we'll end it here because I don't want these to be long.
Yeah, no, I didn't even want it to be an hour.
Yeah, no, me either. So, final questions on this. First and foremost, final verdict on this show.
Loved it.
Out of 10, what are you giving it so far?
9.5.
9.5.
Only deducting that half because it's not boba.
True. Okay. What are you
I'll
giving
give it a 9. Fuck that. I'm deducting a full point.
10 out of 10, baby.
10 out of 10 for Lee Ball. Okay.
Because I'm a Star Wars freak and I love it.
Fair enough. I'm gonna give this, for me right now, it's got a really strong start. I don't really know where it's gonna go. I'm gonna be that pessimist that I always am.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it an 8. Probably gonna continuously probably go up for this episode. Okay, so series so far for me, 8, solid 8. For you, you said 9. You said 10 so far. I'm going to ask you guys that next episode. Here's your grade for the episode. At this episode for me, 10 out of 10. For sure. This episode, I'm going to rewatch this.
This episode,
tonight.
yeah, that's for the series is a 9.
Yeah, and that will
I thought you were just
fluctuate
talking
as
about.
we go.
I thought you were just talking about for this episode.
No, so like
For this episode, it's a fucking 10.
Yeah.
For the series,
yeah.
I would
For
say
your
the same as
series-
you. I'm not being a pessimist or anything.
Sure.
I'd still say an 8.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. And
Yeah.
and that grade will fluctuate as we progress
It'll
on.
probably stay where it's at or go even higher.
Yeah, and then
depending
we're
on
going to do a final
everything.
one at the end,
Right.
obviously. But yeah, so Leeball, for your series, you said 10. And
10
then,
for the episode. I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, I mean, for
happens
the,
Still have to-
for saying for the series grade so far, because there's only one episode, it feels like a dumb grade, but just
Right.
we're just doing it for shits and gigs, so when we get to the point where there's a lot, we can say what we want.
Don't be like 8.3.
No, for the
8.5.
episode.
8.5
okay.
so
For,
far.
for
Yeah.
what? The series?
The
Yeah.
series.
Okay, so Leeball series.
love the
8.5.
episode, 8.5
I'm
for the
8,
series.
You're 8, and then your episode
It was 10, he said.
10.
10. Okay, yeah, me too. 10 out of 10. I would
Let me
highly
ask
recommend
the
watching
second
this.
question.
Yeah, sure.
What are you hopeful to see?
Oh,
Because
man,
I already
that's a
know
hard
mine,
question.
dude.
Okay.
And I said it the entire fucking episode.
You go ahead.
As soon as we saw it.
Go
I
ahead.
want that full silver fucking bounty hunter.
That's what you want to
suit.
see most?
I want to see it.
Fair enough.
Because, you know, what was it? Rogue One? Where you went in and the top stormtroopers were like that fucking straight chromed out silver suit. Was that Rogue One or was that, forget what that was. It had to be Rogue One because he snuck back into the ship. And the leaders of like the stormtroopers
Oh, Captain
were fucking
Phasma?
straight silver and chrome
yeah,
silver,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That was so bad.
Yeah, I mean,
so
yeah.
badass.
The shoulder plate looks tight.
That's
yeah, we didn't even go into
that was just like a
Fuck, we missed that.
that
entire
was
scene.
just
Oh.
like a fanboy moment right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
What I want to see, what I would love to see, is a fucking Jedi, dude.
Wow.
It's Star Wars, man. I want to see
But-
a fucking Jedi.
If this took place after the Empire was destroyed, Luke was still the only Jedi at that time.
Correct.
Why?
Just
I
put it out
know
there.
why. I know why. I know all that. I just
I can
don't
tell
want
you
it
what
to be.
I'm not trying to disappoint you. I'm just saying.
No,
I mean,
that's a
I've
good point.
already
I'm
done
glad you brought it
disappointed
up.
myself. It's okay.
I
get it, though.
What might be a little bit more probable that you might see, which would be super tight, you might see a Sith,
Ooh,
maybe,
ooh,
which would be cool.
that'd be dope.
I'll back that up too.
Yeah, I
You're-
think that
Darth
would be
Vader. Actually, no. The Emperor was the last of the Sith.
cool. Maul is still alive
Maul
as
was still
well.
alive. He never died, unless something fucking happened in the animated series.
Well, at the end of Han Solo, he's
yeah, he's there.
there.
I don't think that's Darth Maul though.
What? At the end of Han Solo?
You need to
That is
rewatch
Darth
that, buddy.
Maul, my man.
Watched it. It looked like Darth Maul, but
No, dude, that's Darth Maul.
Yeah,
That's Darth Maul.
yeah.
trust me. It's confirmed. Like, you
I mean,
just look it up. No, for real. Like,
Alright.
I promise you.
So you know what I want to see.
Okay, Lee Ball.
What do you want to see, Lebo?
I'm curious to see if they're going to remove their helmets because
The
That's
Mandalorians?
actually, yeah, that's true.
That's a good one. I like that.
in all the Star Wars stuff
Nobody
I've
did
ever
that in
seen,
this.
nobody's removed helmets if they're a bounty hunter or a stormtrooper, other than in Force Awakens.
Yeah, and other than like Luke
That's
or
when I saw
Han
it.
or somebody like that, like if they were, and I mean obviously back in the day, like in the 80s or whatever, when they were making those movies, it was because it was different people.
And
but
I'm curious to see if Kylo Ren shows up.
Kylo Ren?
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna see
I don't
that,
think that's
but
gonna
that would be
happen either.
cool. I don't know. That would be this is, I mean, you know, the world's your oyster on this podcast, so, or this podcast within a podcast. So, I mean, yeah, that would be tight to see him or see, like, what do you mean, like a young,
Like a
Young
young
version
like,
of him?
yeah.
huh? I mean, that
Like
would
a-
be cool,
maybe
like a
like a-
cameo or
maybe like a
something.
child?
I don't think it's going to happen.
You mean like
though.
maybe like
I
a
mean,
child Kylo Ren?
A what?
Or like what time stamp is this gonna be?
Well, that's what I'm
You
saying.
can't say
That's-
like young Kylo Ren because maybe it's while he's going on right now.
I don't even think that. I think it's way before that.
Yeah.
I think it's before.
That's what that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But I mean, it would be cool. I mean,
That would be
you know,
yeah. I'm not
just
not
like it, you know, maybe
jacking your shit anyway.
Yeah.
What do you want to see?
For me, man, what would I like to see? So like what I'm most anticipated to see kind of blends with like what I want to see now that I've seen the full episode. I did not expect that last reveal, dude. That was crazy.
No, yeah.
I really
that,
and I know
that
I was,
really got me to be like, I want to see a Jedi.
Yeah, see, like in that kind of like for me. Sorry, my bad.
You're
my
good,
bad.
Bro. Fucking kick me. I'll kick you back.
For me, that kind of like opened up the door for me for those kind of thoughts, which I was just like, oh my fucking god, this is crazy. But I don't know. I think I want to see where that goes. I want to know where that child came from. Like, I don't understand. So I think what I'm most anticipated to see is, I guess, the progression with the Mandalorian and that character. I'm feeling like he's gonna be along for the journey for a while.
Yeah.
And I think what I'm most anticipated.
He's not gonna be
now,
turning in that bounty.
No, I don't think so either. And I think now that I know, I think that's your main story now.
Yeah.
And
people are going to be coming after him.
Right.
Obviously,
exactly.
yeah.
And just like how Leebaugh said, like, I'm most excited to see where the story's gonna go now, because I did not expect that shit to happen at all. And I was like, I thought it was just gonna be like, like bounty after bounty, let's go, visceral combat,
just fucking straight action scenes and shit.
And now I'm like, oh my god, there's like, a child in play. What?
I have another question.
Sure.
You're the third question.
Do you guys like that they are not coming out with this as a binge watch series and doing it like this?
Oh my god, good fucking question, Lee.
Probably
good question.
When did it come out? It came out today, right?
It came out today, and the next one's Friday, and then it's
going to be
weekly
done
Friday.
before New Year's.
It's 40-minute episode. What time it came out? It came out this morning. I got
6.
home at 4. Oh, I got home at like 2:30.
Yeah.
I would have been done tonight.
So what does that say to you? What do you like more? Because I
honestly, it's different because I can watch week after week like an NCIS, like brand new series, Hawaii 5-0, that kind of shit. I can watch that week after week, and then when that new season, that season that I literally just watched comes out on Netflix, I'm binging it again.
Right.
So I'm good. I'm got no problem with this going week to week, because when it's done, all said and done, I'm gonna binge it again.
Okay, I like that. I'll answer your question. I was actually thinking about that earlier, like that exact question to bring up, and I didn't. So I'm really glad you brought that up. Thank you. So I got a pretty weird opinion about this now that I know that this is like going on. With kind of like tying into what Chris said, I think that having it come out every week makes me appreciate the show more, because when you binge it all like that, I feel like I even though rewatchability is high and stuff like that, I feel like I just don't appreciate the show much. I feel like I lose some of like my memory of the show and stuff like that, and I feel like when it's episodic like this per week, it kind of makes it like a big deal for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it gives you a week to talk about it, or at least like 3 to 5 days.
Yeah,
to
like
talk
process everything and like
or rewatch it.
Exactly, and I mean like
see the Easter eggs that you missed possibly.
It's one of those things where it's like if it's weekly, dude, we like doing this kind of shit with me. Like this is kind of like for me. I'm like, oh man, like today I was looking forward to today.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when I got home, I was like, man, I can't wait to watch Mandalorian with my dudes, Mandalorians. Yeah, but anyway, I to answer your question, yeah, I do like that this is week to week.
Same as Watchmen.
Right. I like that because I feel like it gets me invested in the story, and like you said, another good point was it gets me an entire week to process it, to go into theories, into Reddit, and to just, dive into like all the lore and shit like that and figure out like, all the Easter eggs and stuff in that. So I think I think we take that for granted.
Yep.
So But yeah,
I like it. I mean, I like it like this because there's certain shows.
If
like,
the show, I'm sorry, if the show is literally meant to be binged, they'll put it out like that, like a Netflix original, Stranger Things.
I don't think you could binge this. I think this is so much to take in per episode. It's like
I would binge the fuck out of it anyway.
Yeah, but if you did, I feel like you'd be fucking exhausted. Like if
Probably because I
like,
wouldn't be sleeping that night.
No, right.
I would be like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's like when you binge Game of Thrones. Like after you watch like 4 episodes of Game of Thrones, you literally like I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I just won a war. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just so much stuff to take in, and it's so beautifully shot. Like just like how these episodes are. So I don't know. Man.
I liked it. I like it how they're doing the weekly because when Runaways first season came out on Hulu, which is on Disney Plus by the way now, they did it weekly like that. But then the second season that came out last year, they brought it out, helped to binge it. I liked it how they did it the first season, even though I was kind of mad at the time because Runaways to me is honestly one of the best shows I've watched on any streaming platform.
Right.
But that show is like, it's like a storyline, kind of like how this is. Like that's why I like how they're doing this week to week because with these kind of shows, like with these storylines, it's tough for you to process everything after watching it for 8 or 9 hours in a row.
Right.
And like these things would like how these episodes end like cliffhangers and stuff like that. That's how Runaways ended on the first season. Every episode in that season ended with a cliffhanger.
Right.
They're trying to make you wonder what was going to happen. And I like that because it could let you do research and stuff and see what other people are saying. Like especially with Star Wars, there's just so much canon in it and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And so many people talk about this. Like even with the trailers for episode 9 that came out, they came out like every 2 or 3. How many did they come out? Like 2 in like 7-8 months this year.
Yeah.
You would not have believed all the fan theories you saw about
people
all
are
that.
Crazy.
And that's why I like this because you can read all the people's fan theories and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah. I think this show's really gonna make people talk. I think that we're gonna get our final thoughts here, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I want to wrap it up in like the next 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. So, I think this show is beautifully shot. My opinion of the first episode, like I said, is a 10 out of 10. It had, like I said, it started out
Had
slow.
me on the edge of my seat when Zoe wasn't sitting on me.
Yeah, my dog. Yeah. But it was fun. I like this show is so well done that I'm really glad that we're like doing this.
You want to know why it's well done? Because it's Jon Favreau. Anything he directs is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Movie-wise, TV-wise, every show and movie he's ever made, I've liked.
Jon Favreau.
Well, and you know what was actually really interesting to me too, and it kind of reminded me of, is like the writing and the way things were shot and just the costumes and stuff. It really reminded me of Clone Wars. Like it was like a real adaptation of Clone Wars is what it felt like to me.
I can't put my 2 cents on that because I've never watched it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now that it's on,
I'm the biggest Star Wars fan, but I've never watched Clone Wars.
I never watched any of the canon stuff for Star Wars.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, like it was on Cartoon Network. It's an animated series, and to be honest, a lot of my friends that are Star Wars fans are like, "Man, I would watch it, but I just can't get into that like animation style." And I'm like, I get it, whatever.
That's the main reason I didn't watch it.
Yeah. The story in it though is so fucking good and shit that it just gets so. Oh man, it gets so good.
I have no doubt.
Yeah, but anyway. Thoughts on episode 1 we already said, and we're really excited to do episode 2 when that comes out on Friday. And
what time do you work?
Let me check.
All right, what time do you get off at 5?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be around the same.
Yeah.
So if you're off or whatever, if you want to do it early
or
late, you just tell me. I mean, it's a Friday.
I would prefer it
Saturday.
I'd prefer it, to be honest, if we did it like when I got home.
Yeah.
Like, or just around that time would be tight.
Yeah, dude.
If not,
get off at 9.
You do?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just do it same
we'll do
time.
I get off at 7 on Saturday.
No, dude, you're
no,
fine.
Friday,
same time
what
as
we
we
would
did it
rather
tonight. That's
do
fine.
Doesn't necessarily mean what we're gonna do.
Totally cool, dude. It's fine.
We'll just do the same thing as we did this time.
I had a fucking blast doing this, dude. It was fun. So, all right, guys. So, yeah, we're gonna.
This has been the first fucking episode of the Roach Room in review.
Yeah.
I think we should call it the Roach Review.
What?
The Roach Review.
The Roach Review.
Didn't you
Sounds
call it the
better.
Roaches in Review?
Roaches in Review.
I think the
what it's
Roach
called.
review sounds good.
Roaches in Review. Fuck that.
Alrighty! That was the first episode of Roaches in Review. Hurry up! Do one, Chris. Hurry up. Passing it off to Chris right now. Going live in Baltimore right now with Chris Stone.
Oh shit! We've been live for about an hour now, so we actually.
And now
have
for
to
your
go.
late local news.
Okay, Rocktown Vodka, we lit, bitch.
Fuck out of here, bro.